Hey everyone, Eric here with Action Yugioh, and I'm with.
Dan Gallagher.
And what did you do today, Ann?
I got first place with the best deck. So to start off, we played 3 Called By, also known as Alistair. You pretty much just normal summon this to make Mechaba, but 9 times out of 10 it's just to bait hand traps. That's the reason why I'm even playing this card. Shaddoll monsters, Squamata, Wendy, these are like the most important ones for making construct and setting up everything. And then the one-ofs, Hedgehog, Beast, Falco, Ariel, and Dragon. I was playing 2 Hedgehog. I trimmed it for Dragon. This is like the perfect ratio. You don't want to brick ever, and that's why you just play 2 of these. They get all of these pretty much. Moving on though, played my favorite Shaddoll monster. This is a 1-card Vert. You just normal summon it, turn it into Artemis, summons itself back out, and make Vert, which is really good for the Dragoon package. I only play 1 of each of all the Dogmatika monsters just because Servant can pick them back up from grave, and they're just bricks and multiples, so you just play the 1, fuse with it, pick it back up off Servant. My only 1 hand trap, I played 1 Ash. I thought I was playing 2 today, but I guess I only played 1, so...
Hey man, if it worked out.
It worked out, yeah. Saw it when I needed it. And then of course the bricks. I only drew Red Eyes like once, but never drew this card thankfully. But if you do draw them both, you can Invocation for Dragoon, so that's a line. Spells, 3 Shaddoll Fusion, 1 El Shaddoll Fusion. You don't want to brick on this one, you can just set this up off of Construct very easily. So yeah. And then for the Invokes, I played 2 Invocation and 2 Meltdown. So the reason why I chose to play 2 Meltdown instead of 3, including the Terraforming, is it just promotes Droll way too much. So you just minimize that so you don't lose the Droll really hard. Because besides like Servant, this is like another huge enabler, and I'm not going to trim down Servant obviously. But yeah, Invocation's really cool too because you can fuse with your Shaddolls in hand obviously.
Just go Michaels early.
The other broken card, 3 Super Poly. I did not resolve this card once today, surprisingly, but it's in the deck to break boards, so that's cool. 3 Nadir Servant, this is like the heart and soul of the deck. You can try and play without it, but honestly, it changes the deck a lot. Like, you get hand trapped and this is your last card, it just sets up Schism, sets up everything. This card is insane. I would not play this deck if it wasn't for Servant. 1 of spells, there's quite a bit. Foolish, this card's insane, obviously. The Red Eyes Fusion, you just play the 1. If they do stop your Vert, you can send Omega off Servant and then put it back, and then just do it again next turn. 1 Prosperity, I was playing 3. I trimmed it down to 1 though, just because, honestly, just seeing it in multiples is really bad because your extra is like really good, but you can afford to banish just 3 cards and just look for cards. It's really nice just in those circumstances. 1 Reborn just as a free extender. If they out your Dragoon with like a Kaiju, you can just Reborn back the Dragoon, which is really cool. What I did a lot today was I would get rid of the Winda, make a board, and then just Reborn back the Winda, which is cool. And then the 1 Saki Dark Ruler, never got to use it, but it's just there, it's just a good top deck. Yeah, I just like really good 6 cards. Traps, I played 3 Imperm today. This card was really good today, stopped a lot of boards, and yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. I just wanted to play around Called By and stuff like that. 2 Schism, this is obviously like the best Shaddoll Fusion card in the game right now. And then I played 1 Resh. A lot of lists don't play this card. I feel like that's incorrect because one of the typical plays you do when you make Construct is you send this with like Wendy, and then you get whatever Shaddoll you want, and then just banish the Wendy and this to flip the Shaddoll, search for whatever, or do whatever, and then make Vert immediately after. So that's really good. For the extra, my daughter. 2 Constructs. I only played 2 just because you really don't need more. You play Omega to recycle everything. Winda, I don't need to explain this card. This card's stupid. App Cologne, your main send target off of Servant. Then I played Dragoon. Obviously, this card's good. And for my only, I only played one Invoke Fusion today, and it was Mechaba. I was playing Algades for a while, but I cut it for another card, and I'll explain later what that card was. My Super Poly target was Mud Dragon in the main. This is really good against Tri-Brigade, because they have a lot of different types. You can just Super Poly those away and just make this. I didn't play against any Tri-Brigade today, so that was fun. Omega Nits. These are like my Prime Nadir targets or Maximus targets. Omega is like honestly really insane in this deck, just being able to recycle everything. For the links, so I cut Algades for a second copy of Vert, and it's because everyone's going to stop the first Vert. So what are they going to do when you summon a second one? Yeah, it came up today. This card was insane at 2. I'm probably going to keep playing 2. Gravity Controller, I didn't summon it today, sadly, but it comes up to get rid of your fusions. And Artemis, this came up a lot, like making Vert and stuff like that with the Trick Clown, or just the Invoker play to set up Mechaba. Now for the side deck, I played 3 Lancia. Did not side it in, so that was cool. Did nothing. These are supposed to be 2 Phantasmes, but I just sold them because the card sucks. Did not side it in, so I was like, I'm not playing this card anymore.
Oof.
But the other reason why I was, I guess I will explain this. So Phantasme is cool too, because I don't know if anyone's ever read Dragoon, but it takes a Dark Magician and a level 7 or higher dragon. So you can actually fuse with Invocation and Phantasme, which is really cool. 2 Denko. I sided them in, but I didn't draw them, but this card is ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous right now. Like, if you want a free out to Revolt, just summon this card.
Oh, yeah. If they make it with 2, you can just normal summon this. It's got that nice 1700, and you can just attack over a 2-negate Apollosa.
Oh, it's so good. Like, the biggest thing is just I wanted to clean out to Revolt, because that card's really hard to beat, and they can't respond to this. Spells, I played 2 Cosmic and Duster. Obviously, Duster's broken. Cosmic's Cosmic. And then for traps, just 2 Evenly. I'm a fan of just playing 2 ofs, as you can tell. Evenly is very good. I never drew it, though, but it comes up when it comes up. And then my last 2 cards, I played 2 more fusions. Dragostaplia. This is really good just for outing like Dragoon-type boards, or just like generic fusion stuff in general. And then I played the Eldlik Fusion. This is just a hard counter to Eldlik. Like, this card, there's absolutely nothing to help Eldlik. It just break their board when they go for their Conquistador shenanigans, and just make this guy into 3800 beat stick, so it just makes it easier to kill them.
All right, Dan, thank you very much for the deck profile. Do you have any shout-outs?
Yeah, so I'd like to shout out the best locals in Kansas City, Action Sports. Shout-outs to Eric for doing the deck profile. Shout-outs to my father, Tyler, over there.
Hello,
Nicole,
Dad.
as well, for hosting this fine event. I'd like to shout out my fungus brother, Bulbous. And I'd like to shout out to the best locals in Kansas City. That's all I can really say.
All right. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.